This is my most used 3D print. It's a case for my iPhone 8. I have been using the same case for 5 years and it's still as good as new. It's printed in a TPU filament and it's extremely durable and it protects the phone really well. I've dropped my phone several times and it's still as good as new. The case comes off easily and you can switch to a different case if you like. So for Valentine's Day, I've decided to make this video and show you how you can take my heart design and add a custom text or graphic onto the middle of the heart. So let's get to it. First, you should go to my mini factory, find my files there and download the case file for your phone. In order to customize the 3D print, we will be using Prusa Slicer. So what we'll be doing is we'll be taking the design for the phone case and we'll be adding a support file to it. I designed these supports manually so that you don't have to guess where they should go. Another thing that I noticed when I did the slicing with Prusa Slicer was that it tended to put seams close to the bridges. So now we have merged the case and the supports, and we can take the seam painting function and we can paint on the seam onto the model. But if we slice it, it just puts a few seams in there and most of them go inside in here. Next thing, we rotate the object like this, go back to here, and now we right click the merged group here and we add a part, and we can add text like this, and now we want to change this to cut, and for instance we could type in love, and now we can take this, we can rotate it a little bit if we like to, we can move it into place, and then we can do, let's say, chalkboard as the font, and if we want we could make it a little bit bigger or whatever. And now if we do it like this, it'll actually slice through the whole bottom of the print. So we will be reducing the depth to 0.4 millimeters like that, and now when we slice it we'll see that the top is actually intact and two of the layers that go against the print bed will have the love text on it, and there are still layers on top of that which will then keep the center part of the O and the center part of the E attached to the whole print. On this layer you can see that it's actually producing some bridging here. When I'm using Simplify 3D, I normally just disable bridging in these areas, but I haven't been able to find that in Prusa Slicer. So what I did was I changed the settings so that the direction of the bridging matches. I haven't really changed the profile from the generic TPU profile. I made a few changes. I changed the first layer to be the same height as the other layers, so 0.2 millimeters. I changed the first bottom fill pattern to be concentric because I find it looks better. You don't want to use concentric beyond the first layer because there will be gaps sometimes. So when you use concentric on the first one and then grid on the other ones, then you end up with a really nice and strong print with a nice bottom finish. So here's the bridging angle that I mentioned. First layer I have increased the width a little bit. I had some bed adhesion problems that might have been due to a fingerprint on the bed, but well, this worked, so I left it as it is. So now we can go and slice, export and print this. One of the benefits of using one of my phone cases is that I've made these car cradles available for each design. There's a specific design for each phone. The phone drops in with one hand and can be pulled out with one. The cradle attaches using a 1-inch ball joint, so you will have to buy the arm and the attachment point, which can be a suction cup as shown in this photo. Please always check that you are allowed to attach your phone to the window if you plan on doing so. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and click the notification. I hope you enjoy, and happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Goodbye.